Why did the black-eyed child cross the road? Because the adults on the other side were too terrified to stop it. Welcome, brave souls, to a journey into the unknown. Today, we delve into a chilling phenomenon that has swept across the globe: the black-eyed children. These eerie entities with their pitch-black eyes and sinister presence have been the subject of countless stories. We'll explore their sightings, their supposed origins, and most importantly, how to avoid them. Prepare to dive into the chilling world of the black-eyed children. Imagine this: you're home alone when suddenly you hear a knock at the door. The clock shows the midnight hour, the world outside is cloaked in darkness, and yet there's an unexpected visitor. Strange, isn't it? Let's delve into the eerie realm of real-life experiences where people claim to have encountered children with jet-black eyes. These are not your run-of-the-mill scary stories, but genuine accounts that will send chills down your spine. First, we have the account of a woman from Vermont. She was home alone one winter evening when she heard a knock. Upon opening the door, she found two children standing in the snow, their eyes as black as the night. They asked to come in, to warm up. But something about their lifeless gaze made her heart pound with fear. She shut the door abruptly, her heart racing, and didn't dare look outside until morning. Then there's the story of a man from Texas. While driving on a desolate road late at night, he spotted two children standing by the roadside. Their eyes, devoid of any white, were the darkest black he'd ever seen. Even though they asked for a ride, his instincts screamed at him to drive away, and that's exactly what he did. And it's not just these two. There are countless stories from all over the world, people from different walks of life all recounting eerily similar experiences, encounters with children whose eyes reflect no light, no life, only an abyss of blackness. Each story brimming with an inexplicable fear, a sense of dread that lingers long after the encounter. It's as if these children appear out of nowhere, in the dead of night, their black eyes piercing through the darkness. They're there one moment, and gone the next, leaving behind a chilling sense of unease and questions with no answers. These experiences are not unique. They're shared by people all across the globe. So the next time you hear a knock at your door in the middle of the night, think twice before you open it, because you never know who, or rather, what might be waiting on the other side. From quiet suburban neighborhoods to bustling city streets, black-eyed children have been sighted everywhere. These chilling encounters aren't confined to a single country or continent. They span the globe, reaching from the heart of North America to the farthest corners of Europe, Asia, and beyond. In the United States, a chilling encounter in a small town in Texas sent ripples of fear through the community. A man reported two children with eyes as black as coal knocking on his door late at night, asking for a ride home. Their insistence turned to aggression, and the man was left with an unshakable feeling of dread. On the other side of the Atlantic, in the United Kingdom, a similar incident occurred. A woman was approached by a duo of black-eyed children in a quiet park in London. Their polite request to help find their lost dog quickly turned sinister as their true nature was revealed. In Asia, from the bustling streets of Tokyo to the tranquil villages of rural China, these harrowing tales continue. A businessman in Japan reported a late-night encounter with a black-eyed child in an elevator. Far from the neon lights of the city, a farmer in China had a chilling encounter with a pair of these children wandering his fields under the moonlight. Even in Australia, known for its sunny beaches and laid-back lifestyle, there have been sightings. An encounter on a deserted outback road left one man questioning everything he thought he knew about reality. These stories, while different in detail, share a common thread. They tell of children, seemingly ordinary at first glance, but with eyes as dark as night that pierce the soul. Their strange requests and unnerving persistence leave those who encounter them filled with a deep sense of unease. From the four corners of the world, these sightings have one thing in common: a feeling of dread that lingers long after the black-eyed children have disappeared. No place is safe from their haunting gaze. Black-eyed children may look like any other child at first glance, but there are signs to watch out for. The first and most obvious are their eyes, a void of pure, inky blackness, devoid of any light or humanity. Unlike the warmth of a child's eyes, theirs are cold, alien, and unnerving, a sight that will send shivers down your spine. Their voices, too, are a clear giveaway. Rather than the lively, animated chatter you'd expect from a child, their speech is eerily monotone, as if each word is carefully measured and devoid of any emotion. They speak with an unnatural maturity, using phrases and language that seem out of place for their apparent age. Perhaps the most chilling characteristic of these children is their insistence on being invited inside. Whether it's your home, your car, or any other private space, they seem to operate under a strange set of rules that forbid them from entering without express permission. They'll plead, bargain, and even attempt to manipulate you into inviting them in, but remember, once you do, there's no going back. It's important to note that these children often appear alone or in small groups, usually at night, and in remote or secluded areas. They may approach under the guise of needing help, a phone call, a ride home, or even just a place to wait. However, their true intentions remain a mystery, shrouded in fear and speculation. While it's understandable to want to help a child in need, it's crucial to trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Be wary of children who avoid direct eye contact or seem overly insistent on entering your space. And if you ever come face to face with a child whose eyes are as black as the night sky, keep your distance. Remember, knowledge is your best defense. Awareness of these strange beings and their telltale signs will not only help you avoid a potentially dangerous encounter, but also ensure your safety in situations that may seem ordinary but are anything but. As we dive further into the unknown, keep this information close. It may just save your life. Now that you know what to look for, how do you avoid an encounter with a black-eyed child? A question that's enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. But don't worry, we've got you covered with practical advice that could help keep these eerie visitors at bay. Firstly, and most importantly, never invite strangers into your home. This might seem like common sense, but in a world where hospitality is often valued, it's important to remember that not all who knock come with good intentions. The stories of black-eyed children typically involve them asking for permission to enter a space, so don't be fooled by their innocent appearance. Secondly, trust your gut. Our instincts have been honed over thousands of years to protect us from danger. If something feels off, it probably is. That creeping sense of dread, the hairs standing up on the back of your neck, these are your body's way of telling you that something isn't quite right. Listen to these signals. Lastly, keep a healthy skepticism. While it's easy to get swept up in the chilling tales and unnerving encounters, remember that not every knock at your door is a black-eyed child. Don't let fear rule your life, but stay aware, stay watchful. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and keep those doors locked, because you never know what might be lurking on your doorstep, waiting for an invitation to come inside.